we're gonna do a quiet let's play. So we are going to play Bird. I just finished watching Martha Play. It's actually really good interactive story thing. So I'm also going to let my webcam not be in the game. Just to mention that. So you can see all the words. I may put it in. I'm not sure. So let's begin. We do chapter by chapter each video. This is chapter story. I opened my eyes and the first thing I want to do is scream. I'm flat on my back and everything seems to hurt. The trees overhead look familiar and it's a clear night sky, almost beautiful, except for the fact that this means I've been out cold for at least 6 hours. There's something wrong. I don't remember what. Something happened and my head, God, my head hurts and a ringing in my ears. Was there an accident? An explosion, I think. I remember Dennis screaming, but after that, I can't remember. As I sit up, I notice that my hard hat has been thrown off. I look around the area, but it's not here. It feels strange to go anywhere without my hard hat, but I've gotta find the other members of the crew. They could be in danger. We're gonna search for the hard hat. I get up on shaky legs and look around for a moment. A few nearby trees look to have been splintered and broken at the base recently. They certainly weren't like this earlier. Searching for the hard hat feels normal. It makes me feel like maybe there isn't something wrong here. I see it behind a fallen log, about 10 feet away from me. How is it thrown so far is beyond me. Driven by nothing more than habit, I walk over to it, pick it up, and place it on my head. Next, I walk over to the center of the log in sight. I don't like what I see. The log inside looks like a bomb was detonated right in the center. I don't know where to start. The one load we managed to stack on our truck for the day is overturned. The trailer bent and the logs hanging off the back. Where the hell is everyone? My head is killing me and it's ringing in my ears. I can't hear anything. Not birds, not my footsteps, nothing. It makes me wonder if I hit my head after my hard hat flew off. I run through a quick mental checklist to make sure my brain is still working. My name is Roger Hastings. I'm 41 years old. The year is 2017. I own a small logging company and we've been logging in the strip of Kentucky woodland for almost a month now. Okay, so my brain works. There's a relief, but it also makes me fearful because something is certainly not right here. I look around the logging site, my mind trying to figure out what has happened. Just about every piece of equipment has been overturned or tilted. Look at the truck. The truck. The hitch is completely broken. It was blown off in an explosion or a really bad accident. Had there been an explosion, all of the fuel on the site would have started a fire. But there's no charring, no burning, nothing. I walk through the area where Dennis had been working. From the looks of it, he'd been moving slowly. He'd only taken down 4 trees a day. His metal lunchbox is open, and indicated that he'd been taking an early break. But he's not here. No one is here. Where the hell is everyone? I could try to make a call on my cell phone, but its battery is already running really low. Not that it matters, the reception is crap out here. We're gonna yell. It's no point calling someone else if the reception's bad. Hey guys, where is everyone? Tony? Dennis? Frank? Joe? But their names fall flat among the wreckage. I got nothing back other than scaring away a few birds overhead. Might as well start walking and try to find some answers. The highway is almost a mile back through the woods, down the gravel road we used to reach the site. Maybe the crew ran that way for help. Why would they have left me? Were they scared? Out of sorts? Maybe I can catch up to them, but with my truck overturned on one side, looks like I'll be walking. My God, I can't even remember what I was doing before waking up on my back. Wait, what's that underneath the bulldozer? Oh my God, it's a leg. It has to be like Tony or Dennis. The bulldozer looks unstable, like it might roll some more. Might not be safe to get close, but at the same time, I just can't leave him there. I'm gonna go look. Hey, I yell. Are you okay? Are you alive? Holding on to my hat, I skip over to the wrecked equipment and stray logs to get closer. I can see a bit more of the leg. The jeans are soaked in blood. I recognize the work boots. It's clearly Tony. His leg is bent at an impossible angle, nearly crushed flat. The closer I get, the more apparent it becomes that Tony did not survive. We're gonna leave about it on because the bulldozer is not level. There's nothing I could do for him now. I start to back away slowly. In my shock, I stumble back, suddenly tripping over one of the stray logs. My head collides with one of the logs as I bite the ground, but my hard hat does its job. Thank God I decided to look for it earlier. What's more startling is realizing that Tony is dead. Looking at him, I feel something rising up in my throat. I don't know if it's a scream or vomit, but I have to push it away. If I lose my cool right now, there are too many questions that will go unanswered. Shit, I can't believe this. Tony, he had 2 boys. He coached his oldest son's baseball team. He was the hardest worker I had and was one of the most honest and reliable men I knew. This isn't right. I can't stay here. I have to find Dennis, Frank, and Joe. I have to find out what happened here. As I walk through the stacks of logs from the last week or so of work, everything feels frozen. This high-pitched sound in my ears, it's terrible. It keeps happening every few seconds. It sounds like it's coming from far away. I can't help but wonder, is it my ears or is it something else? The silence out here is creepy, and there's a smell, like the atmosphere after a bad summer storm. I might as well admit it, I'm a little scared. Everyone is missing, and it's dead quiet out here. There doesn't seem to be a breeze to rustle the leaves and branches. My right knee hurts like hell. My head was hurting so bad before that I never even noticed the pain in my knee. I must have heard it during the what? Accident? Or, wait, is that Dennis? See him sitting on the ground, motionless, about 30 feet away. I walk up. He's just sitting there, not moving. I walk up slowly next to him. Dennis, hey man, can you hear me? I tap him on the shoulder. He looks up at me from the ground, clearly coming out of a daze. Yeah, Roger, I hear you, he says. Dennis is built like a wrestler and has a tough personality to match, but in this moment he looks disoriented, even a little anxious. Though I'm glad to see him, the fear on his unusually confident face is alarming. What the hell happened? What's going on? He asks. Should say don't know the crew is missing. Explosion. I say the crew is missing. Missing? Just says, where do you think they went? I'm not sure, I say, but it has me pretty freaked out. Something's not right here. Still sitting on the ground, he looks around the woods after he's just now understanding the severity of the situation. The equipment was overturned, the doses too, I say, shifting my hard hat and wiping my forehead. You okay? I ask him. Yeah, just shaken up. Me too. This might be the most intimate conversation Dennis and I have ever had. While he and I has always been on good terms, we were never particularly close. I've always respected him though. Sure, he's come to work a few times looking he's been in a bar fight the night before. But I've also seen him do an enthusiastic impression of a dinosaur as he played with Tony's kids while they waited for the dad to finish up his shift. It's then that Dennis and Tony were good friends. I'm not sure I want to rat in with the news of Tony's death right now. Not before we know what's going on. But he has a right to know. We should mention Tony. I mean, it's just not good to not do it. So we're gonna be upfront, Tony. Dennis' eyes fixated on me, startled. He was crushed under the dozer, I say. Dennis pauses for a moment, like he's trying to understand what I said. His eyes narrows, and his bottom lip quivers. Shit, he says. I can tell that he's fighting back tears. He and Tony had been tight, almost like brothers. Hey, he asks quickly as if trying to escape the reality of Tony's death. Did you see that light? No, I said. What did you see? I don't even know. Roger, he says. It was like this flare of white light. Came right up out of the ground, like an explosion. So there was an explosion, I say. Maybe it was some equipment, or... This was no equipment, Dennis interrupts, agitated. This huge ball of light came right out of the damn ground. Where did it go? He said it was light, so it just shot up in the sky until it was out of sight. When? I'm not sure, he answers, but I had finished about 10 trees for the day and was about to top one. That's when it happened. You were almost done with 10 trees, I asked. Yeah, he says, looking at the ground. You know, I wouldn't want to take a lunch break until I was done. And that's when the light blew up. Why? You don't believe me? I believe you. I don't want to get him mad. You know, he saw what he saw. I think to myself, he's no reason to lie about this. My God, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, he says. But if I'm being honest, it scared me pretty bad. And if it's all the same to you, I'd like to get the hell out of here. both stand up and start heading towards the road. It isn't until we start moving that I see Dennis is wounded. His right side is coated in blood, red seeping through his blue work shirt. There are splatters of it here and there, but also a very large red splotch that makes me worry. How'd you get that injury? He's not going to say he's an all thing. I'm not sure, Dennis replies. I must have gotten thrown or hurt somehow from that light. It's then that I noticed that strange ringing noise is still filling the air. Hey, I say, stopping. Do you hear the high-pitched ringing noise every once in a while? Dennis looks scared when I ask him this question. He just nods. I thought it was just me, he said. He looks out of sorts and uncertain. I've never seen him like this before. It's obvious that he's looking for some reassurance. Even though I'm his boss, there's something very unnerving about this. We're not gonna freak him out because he's injured. He doesn't need his skill more. Don't you know? Let's be realistic, I tell myself. Might as well try to be empathetic. Out here in the middle of the woods, the ringing could be anything. Maybe a car alarm from through the woods or something. Still, even my passive comments seem to have reassured Dennis. He looks a bit calmer, more relaxed. We both start moving forward. And don't say another word. Did you try to call Frank? Dennis asks. I know he had his cell on today. Not yet. Luckily, I still have some battery left. I pull out my cell and call Frank. Happy I didn't make that call to Dennis earlier. It rings, but he doesn't pick up. But then I hear his phone go off behind the stack of locks. Dennis and I give each other a look. As the phone goes to voicemail, I hang up and walk behind the logs to find Frank's phone on the ground, abandoned. We look around for Frank, but find nothing, not a single trace. It's then that I know something really odd. A 10-foot wide hole in the ground, right near where the phone was. There's no stray files or moved dirt or rocks. It's clean, smoothly dug, cutting into the earth, wide, but only a few feet deep. It looks unnatural, but the ground was just deleted, no shovels or diggers used. Dennis walks over to it. This looks like the same kind of hole where I saw that light come from. He muses himself. I see nothing. My mind is spinning, but I don't know what to think. We need to get out of here, Dennis mutters. At that moment, that ringing noise carries through the forest again, sending a shiver down his spine. Dennis is right. Something strange going on. We might not be safe here, but the ringing sound could be the clue to where the rest of the crew went. Let's get away from here. We don't want to check that sound. No, I'm not going to check the sound. With that, we turn and start walking to the west, in the direction I'm pretty certain leads to the road. It's sort of embarrassing. I have been a logger for nearly 15 years, but I'm finding it easy to get lost in these woods. The trees are so thick in places that the moonlight doesn't reach the ground. It's easy to get turned around. My only hope is that I can find the overgrown dirt road that will lead us back to the highway. Are you sure we're headed the right way? Dennis asks. Pretty sure, I say. I turn to him and see that he's clearly in pain. It's at this moment that we come up upon another one of the smooth holes. This one is even stranger because a nearby tree also has a chunk cut out of it. The arc goes smoothly through the ground and then up through the trunk, like a cartoon wrecking ball blasted through the both of them. What the hell are these things? Dennis asks himself. Takes a step down into the hole, his boots creating imperfections in the shape, like footprints on a sand dune. Don't want to step down and do it with him. I'm not leaving an injured guy there. I take a step down into the hole, if that's what you would even call it. As I stood down to examine it, I'm amazed how smooth it is. Even the rocks that were under the earth have been sheared to fit spherical shape. It's in that I feel the ground beneath my feet start to sag. By the time I'm aware of what's happening, the ground is giving way and I'm falling. I cry out in surprise and I barely hear Dennis letting a curse as we go down into the earth. Ooh. Okay. Different choices in Merkel. I didn't remember this. Whoa. Nice image. The fall isn't a long one, but when I hit something a few seconds later, it hurts like hell. The wind goes rushing out of me when I hit. Sharp pain flies through me. What the hell? I say once my breath is back. Beside me, Dennis is slowly rolling over to get to his feet. I look up and see the hole in the ground where we fell through. It looks to be about 10 feet over our heads. It's completely dark, but there's a small flicker of light further into the cave ahead of us, a solid wall of rock behind us. Looks like the only ways out are further down the cave or up through the way we fell in. Dennis might be able to boost me up there, but with his injury, I'm not sure how stable he is. He might drop me. Okay, we're gonna head into the cave. Dennis would not be able to make it up anyways. So we better not risk hurting ourselves and try and climb out. As we turn to head into the cave, I take a closer look at the light further ahead and realize it's artificial. We both start heading towards it instinctively. We step into the light. Panic gently gnaws at me because what I'm seeing makes absolutely no sense. It is no longer a cave or hole. It's a long, sparsely lit corridor. It's a massive corridor. In fact, it seems to go on forever. This corridor is mostly dark, with emergency lights every 10 feet or so. I turn to my left and see that there's a door which appears to lead upward to the outside. It's locked tight. I push as hard as I can, but no luck. Dennis, help me with this, he said. He comes over and both try to kick the door open, but it doesn't budge. For some reason, someone doesn't want people getting out of here. Looks like we're headed down the hallway. I'm gonna tiptoe because I don't know if anyone's gonna be in it. I don't want to feel like a ghost. I could truly have no business being here. Dennis leans on me for support. He moves slowly, feet not making a sound. If anyone's in here, I want to make sure they don't hear us. We tiptoe forward softly as we can. As I carry Dennis to the far end of this otherwise featureless place, I see a flight of steep concrete stairs leading down. I have to set Dennis down on the floor. His weight is killing me. Dennis, are you okay? Stop worrying, man, he says. I'll be okay. I just need a minute to rest. But looking at him, I'm not so sure. I can still hear the ringing noise every so often, coming from somewhere here. Look ahead at the concrete stairs pointing towards the zone, so Dennis sees me. Can you make it down the stairs? I ask. He stands up slowly, and is visibly making an effort not to fall back down. Yeah, he says. Sounds a little irritated. He starts for the stairs around me, and I have no choice but to follow. We approach the stairs, and by just looking at them, get the sense we're crossing some sort of line here. There may very well be no going back. This is interesting. I made little slightly different choices markedly, so I don't know the part of the story. As I head down the stairs, I notice that they look aged. The damn ringing noise is somewhere below, louder than ever. I feel like I'm walking down in the cellar of a haunted house. The light becomes scarce as the stairs take a slight turn. I can feel the temperature drop. Dennis makes a few more steps down before he's leaning on the wall. He's breathing like he just finished a marathon. Let's give him a break. Just take a break, I say, putting my hand towards his shoulder to help him steady him. Dennis lets out a sigh. Thanks. I don't feel too great, boss. As we both squat down and stare, my mind seems to lock on the unknown fate of the rest of my crew. Frank is married. I've met his wife a few times. A nice woman with a huge laugh. My heart sags a bit when I realize I may never again get to hear him belching out classic rock tunes during lunch break. Joe, well, I don't know too much about him. He's 22 years old and is considering community college. His folks are deadbeats, so he has been providing for himself since the age of 16 or so. Maybe I could still find them and still get them to hear Frank sing in his deep, baritone voice after a few too many drinks. After a few moments, Dennis says, Alright, let's keep going. We both stand up, leaning on each other. I have to make Dennis stay behind me as I stick my foot out in search of the next step. I can't help feeling like a child as a very powerful fear seizes me, especially in a monster to reach out of the darkness, slicing into my throat. After what feels like forever, we come to the bottom of the stairs. We're closer to that ringing noise now. The door sits securely in the wall and looks just out of its place down here as I feel silver light seeps through, illuminating the area. The door has what it looks like to be a panel of sorts, lots of labels and lights. Small embossed print above the panel says Level 1 Entrance Gate, Transport Sector. And there's a button with no label. I'm gonna push the button. And if it's good or bad, I gave the button a push. One of the readings on the panel flickers to life. Outage. That's all it says. And then it goes dark. The panel looks like a diagnostic or alert system of some kind. Each label meant to communicate some status. Lockdown engaged, experiment in progress, shutdown engaged. Those all appear to be off, but one of the phrases has slowly blinking red light next to it, the only power light on in the whole thing. Abnormal entity breach. What the hell? I slowly push the door open and Dennis suddenly steps in front of me, taking the lead. Let's go, he says. I want to find out what the hell this place is. As Dennis walks through, that ringing or beeping, whatever it is, gets a little louder. The door closes behind us with a click. I can't help but notice the wobble in Dennis stepping as I go. Sure you're healthy enough to keep going? I ask. Doesn't matter. I don't want to be in the woods right now. He seems scared, something I've never seen before. Angry? Yes. Upset? Yes. But Dennis is never scared. What did you see? I don't know what it was, boss. It was like someone had left a radio on, crackling, but we don't have any radios at the site. It was, I don't know, like something in the forest was moving. Gave him a doubtful look. He cast his eyes to the ground. frustrated. I know how it sounds, he says, but I know what I felt. It was like walking into a funeral parlor, feeling death and gloom everywhere. I'd been so preoccupied with my own fear that I nearly forgot about the ringing noise. It become just background noise. We take a few more steps, and I can now see where we are. It makes no sense. There's nothing that simply seems out of place. Shapes or muted colors in the middle are easy to identify, but it doesn't belong here. Alright. Continuing this plan, babe. Let's see into chapter 1. It's good so far. I made different choices in Morpheus, so it's interesting. So respect the dead. You and 36% of players left Tony's body where you found it. The secrets? Even 76% of players were up from Dennis about Tony's death. That's these trust. You and 55% told Dennis you believed his story. Curiosity? You and 25% of players ran for him. So I'm not really there. Like, I'm the least amount of people that did not go to the Ring and Sun. That's interesting. Not a lot of people would actually go away from it. And we end up actually, I guess, like, towards one of the main entrances, I guess, to this area. But, so this has been berated, like, the first part, chapter 1. I'll do chapter 2 in another video, but, let me know in the comments below what you think about it. If you played it, if you got different endings, you did different scenarios, because I finished, I think it was yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, I think it was. I finished watching Markiplier play Bird, and it is a good game. It's a good interactive game. You can choose different things and get different scenarios and different ways to go. That's actually pretty good. But leave a thumbs up if you liked the video. Maybe next time it won't be so quiet. Maybe I'll have my niece at the time. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.